Hi, my name is Brittany White-Her. I'm 23 years old, and I just wanted to share my testimony and how I came to Calvary Church. I actually got saved at a very young age. I was 5 years old, and I do believe that Christ really did have a hold on me when I was that young. I got baptized in front of the church that I grew up in, and I was the shyest of the shy kids that you could imagine. I didn't speak to people. If a person asked me a question, basically my best friend or my parents had to answer for me because I wasn't about to answer. I went to an online middle school and high school, so I had no real social interaction outside of church either. It was just church was all I had, and I didn't even want to speak in church, and much less get in front of people. And then come high school, and I bonded with the youth pastor, Josh, and he taught me that, in order to be a disciple of Christ, you really need to speak to people. You need to be able to bond with other people, and you need to be able to tell them about Christ. And that youth group was where I grew so much, and a lot of other people grew as well. We had been praying for a revival in that youth group, and what started off as a group of 5 to 6 kids who grew up in youth group then grew to 60 to 80 kids, a lot of which have never been to church before and didn't know who Jesus was. And we were able to preach to them. I did a lot of skits and just standing up in front of the whole group or doing videos. Videos were my favorite part of all of that because I didn't actually have to stand in front of people to do it, but I still did whatever God called me to do at that time. And once I graduated, I ended up having to go off to college, so I left that church. I went to Andover Christian Church instead after college. I went to college thinking I was going to go into ministry, and it turned out that that's not where God wanted me. God wanted me in film production instead. So I actually minored in ministry and majored in film. I went through a lot of troubling times with the film department and stuff, and I won't get much into that, but it was really hard on me to see how God was really wanting me to be there. I really felt like God wanted me there, and I had no idea why He said He wanted me there, because I get out of there and I went to Andover and I did a couple films from them, but not very much, and it didn't feel the same way that the youth group felt, and I missed that, and so I kind of gave up on the film dream. We just ended up out in New Prague, and we came to Calvary, and the pastor came over to our house and talked to me and said, "Oh, you're in film? Oh man, I've been praying for somebody who'd be in film stuff, and that way we could do all these videos." And he was just so excited to hear that I was actually in film and how I could be used to further God's kingdom. And I'm like, that's all I've ever wanted. That's exactly what I wanted, and I can't believe that God would bring me to this place and they would actually flat out tell me that's where they wanted me to be. This area of film has been an overarching big area in my life that I've been wandering around wondering why God wanted me into it. And so coming to Calvary really lifted my spirits in that, maybe God didn't plan for me to be in film right away after college, but He did eventually want me somewhere in the world where He could use my film gift to glorify Him.